Morning, Didge. Ranger ride? I guess we're both going, all three of us. Get in there. It's gonna be an awesome day again. All right, we're here. We've only got about an hour left of dry time on the dryer, so we got to get some corn in there. Luckily, we have another hour of dry time in the grain cart. We've got multiple moving pieces going on this morning, and we're a little bit short of help, so we're just going to park the grain cart out here, and the combine's going to work on some of these short rounds at the end of the driveway for a while. What kind of a monster doesn't let the dogs in to ride with him? Look at them. They're so bummed. The internet already knows you didn't let the dogs ride with you out here.
No, I thought I was going to get away without them.
No, they'll follow you for miles. Time to clean out the combine filter. And I know a bunch of you are going to tell me never to do this. We've been doing it for years. As long as you don't overdo the air pressure, a lot of filters are just fine. It does not damage the medium. Never blowing any air filters out with compressed air is fake news made up by Big Filter to talk you into buying a new filter for your combine every 2 days. Well, Dad throws the filter in. I'm gonna head out and take this ripper up and meet a guy. This guy I met on the internet. I'm just kidding. It's Colton from Midwest Machinery. He's gonna help me set up some auto track turn automation stuff. Make sure everything looks good here. Points are getting down there, but I don't want to replace them yet. Probably put a full set on them in about 100 acres here. Tires look good. Thank you to AG1 for sponsoring today's video. Guys, I don't always eat great, you know that, but I try. I do try. I know a lot of you try as well. One of the things that I've found to be a game changer for me when it comes to my health and productivity is AG1. This stuff is a daily foundational nutrition supplement that I've been taking daily. It's really easy. It's a simple habit to start, and it helps me with my energy and my overall health. It's so easy to mix up. You just blend it with some water. You can take it with you on the go, whether you're in the car or you're at work. It helps me with my immune defense because of all the vitamin C in it. It's also got zinc in it. It's got supposedly some functional mushrooms that I'm not a scientist. I don't know a whole lot about, but it's supposed to be good for you. It also helps with your overall gut health because of the prebiotics and the probiotics and the digestive enzymes that help support everything going on inside there. It's easy to use, it tastes good, and it's a simple solution to get all your multivitamins, your probiotics, and your nutrients. If you want to try some for yourself, all you got to do is go to drinkag1.com/millennialfarmer or scan this QR code. That's going to give you a free bottle of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first subscription. This ripper has true set on it, which means you can calibrate it so it knows where zero is. Basically, just touching the ground without going into the ground. And you can set it for the front disc blades, the main shanks on the frame, and the leveling discs in the back. So there's 3 separate adjustments over here, but you got to make sure your calibrations are correct, and then you can adjust it up and down. You can program in different presets, and you can even write prescriptions. Let's say we wanted to till deeper here in the low ground than we do up on the high ground where it's more coarse textured soils. So that true set can be a really handy, useful thing. As long as you just detent it down and they all turn green, it's following that depth and not riding up and down. So if the frame adjusts with the hills, it will adjust to maintain a consistent depth. And Colton's gonna come out here and help me set up the auto track turn automation, which essentially means once I hit auto steer, it knows where the boundary of the field is, and I don't need to do anything other than go around the 3 tile inlets that are in this field, which I wouldn't have to do if we programmed that in as well, but we'd have to do that on a computer, I think. So anyway, he's going to help me set it up so it just lifts the digger, the ripper, all on its own, turns the tractor, adjusts the speed, does everything 100%, so I don't have to touch a button, a steering wheel, nothing. I can talk to you guys and sit on TikTok all day long. Or I can bring Isla out and I can homeschool her right here in the tractor. Or I can respond to emails, or think of all the things I need to do but I can't do because I'm stuck inside of a tractor. Maybe I should give myself a haircut. Colton claims he's got everything set up here. So we're coming to our end. He says it's gonna work perfectly. And it has for about 6-8 rounds. So now that we've got the camera on,
It's still gonna work perfect.
okay.
I have faith in it.
All right, here we go then. We'll leave the steering wheel up. It's gonna throttle itself back. We've got all those setups made over here. It's gonna raise itself out of the ground, like so. Turn on its own, like so. Find its auto steer line. See, it tricked you. It thought it was gonna go past. Nope. And look at that.
The best part is it brings the ripper in nice and straight every time, so we're not side loading that ripper every
Right.
time we drop it. And if
Yep.
we look on the coverage map or we look back in the field, we're leaving a consistent headland all the way across.
Yeah.
So now when we come back to do our headland passes all the way around, we don't have to make an extra headland pass to clean up a skip or something that we dropped the ripper late. So we're making our tillage more efficient all the way through the field. We also run SFRTK, so we're running an 18-foot guidance line, so we don't have to deal with that overlap anymore. So overall, we're making tillage more efficient throughout the field, and we're keeping our headlands perfect, so we're not fighting that next year in the spring as well.
That was way too polished.
No, it's perfect.
What he said. And our seagulls have shown up already. That doesn't take long, ever. People think it's weird that we have seagulls because we're nowhere near the sea. I don't know. I never thought about it. We just have seagulls. Always have.
Maybe they're dirt gulls here?
Prairie gulls? I don't know. I don't know. They're always around. We do all the work, get it all set up, and you're gonna come take it away from us right away.
Hey, I seen what you guys are doing, jabber, and it's not getting nothing done.
All right, just get in it and get out of here. Jim took my ripper away, and Dad took my combine away, so I guess that leaves me in the grain cart for the time being. I did get a chance to run up and check the dryer, make sure that's running good, which it is. So we've got machine sync set up now between these two machines, which means the combine is actually controlling the grain cart right now. So I'm not doing anything. He just moved me so that he could dump either forward or backward in the cart. So he's adjusting my back and forth, and my tractor adjusts to the changes that he's making. So I don't do anything. He's controlling me 100% right now. And he's jumping me around. There's a lot of back and forth, so I'm thinking he's practicing. This is something we've had set up in the past, but it's the first time using it this year, just because we finally got to it. But it works well if you're going around corners or up and down hills and the combine is changing speeds. This tractor will adjust to maintain speed and distance from the combine. And then if the combine operator wants to adjust where he's dumping in the cart, left, right, front, back, whatever, he can actually nudge the grain cart those directions. Dumping. Good to go, Al. Oh, thank goodness relief is here. You came out too, Anna. Okay, are you ready for some exercise? Here we go. What'd you find out here, Didge? What is it? Hunt it up. Get after it. Get it. Well, I gotta go to work. You have fun, Didge. 16.4% on that load. I'll take that. Second filter blown out for the day. This one goes up there, gets used for the air system, so the air system that sends all the corn through the pipes pulls its air in through this. We put it up there on purpose because we didn't want that pipe to be in our way when we're cleaning underneath. It's definitely a bit of a pain to have to climb up here to get to that filter, but it also keeps it away from the dryer, and a lot of noise actually comes out through the filter, so tucking it back in here helps that. Plus it was my idea to mount it way up here, so I don't have the right to complain, I just gotta clean it. Midwest Machinery just called and we need to put a new sensor in this thing, which we knew, they knew. It's alerting us that it's basically, let's see, it's overheating or heating too much the DEF tank, which is the diesel exhaust fluid. It sounds like it's really not that big a deal. We've been running it that way for a couple of days, but they've got the new sensor. They've got a guy now, so they're gonna come throw that sensor on. Sounds like it just takes an hour and then we'll get this thing going. See that one? That's the one right there. And I just started it and it hasn't run all day, so I'm guessing it's not overheating yet. And this thing wasn't sitting and not working because of that. We didn't have enough guys around to have this moving. We've got Jim moving in the ripper, and that's kind of the more important one right now. And it's about halfway down on DEF, diesel exhaust fluid, so I figure I'd fill it up as long as it's in the yard, because it shouldn't affect them at all. It's not like they have to dump the tank. I'm just gonna back it off to the side here where it's a little bit more out of the dust and the noise for whoever shows up. There, now they can just park to the side and get it done. You know, unfortunately, that pile has gotten a fair amount bigger today in one day. You can stand here and watch and you don't even see the stuff fall, but it's bigger every time I look. And we definitely have a trickle of corn coming out from somewhere up there, but from the ground I can't tell where it's at. If it's coming out of the vents, these triangles, or if it's coming out of the unload spout up there somewhere, I just can't tell. It's obviously not much, but it's enough to make a small mess every day. Well, like I said, you can't see the stuff fall, but you can certainly feel it when you're underneath there. I've got a couple of small corn samples with me, one from a truck and one from out of the back of the dryer. I'm going to take it into the elevator in town 3 miles from here and just have them sample it just to make sure that our moisture tester is matching up with theirs, because it'd be nothing worse than filling a bunch of bins with corn that isn't dry enough. It's something that we try to do just a couple of times a year just to make dang sure everything is right. I'm looking at my little screen up here. How come the lighting comes and goes? Is the screen clear for you guys? Is the lens dirty? What's going on? Let me know down below. Anna, the samples were all good. All good. Good news. Gesundheit. That's your native language. You know, because she's a German Shepherd. Gesundheit's you get it, right? I think it's time for me to relieve Alan of his trucking duties for the day now. See you in a bit there, Ditch. Take care of yourself.
28,000. Okay.
Again, someone needs to wash these windows. Not it. That is some really nice, clean looking corn going into the truck. And it's a heck of a nice night out again too. May as well hit the light switches here. little bit wetter. Actually, no. It's really not wetter. That's just like I've seen drier this year, but it's nuts. Starting to get a little cool out here now that the sun's going down, so I gotta grab my hoodie. But before I cover up this gem, I just wanted to make sure you guys all noticed the "Don't Be a Square, Drive One" shirt. New shirt. It's actually modeled after this truck right here, this pickup. That's getting real dusty sitting in the shop, and I can't wait till harvest is over to drive it somewhere. There's a link right down below. You can only get it at Farm Focus.
Jim, and we'll talk to you in the morning. You want to come over here and pick me up, buddy?
You know, it's been a pretty uneventful day, kind of almost a boring day, which is a good thing on my end. Not as exciting for you guys, as I've said before, but I'm going to go ahead and call it a night with the camera, and we're just going to continue to work here for a while. But I want to thank all of you guys for watching. Check out FBN right now if you're a farmer. They got 0% financing all through next season for any inputs you buy through them. They got a 9% cash discount on chemicals. Cyber November is coming up, and they got a heck of a referral program. So there's specific links down below for all those. Otherwise, genuinely, honestly, thank you to everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Stick around. It's going to be a fun harvest. So far, it's been phenomenal. We couldn't ask for better weather. So, thank you again. Keep it between the rows.